24/7 Teachers Training, a lesson-by-lesson tutorial for homogeneous teaching. We are an EdTech textbook publishers.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear teacher. I welcome you on behalf of the Snowman publishers to an online tutorial on section 1 of the chapter 5 of Science Grade 4, which covers the topic heat. The video will cover transfer of heat, temperature, thermometer, and temperature scales. So let's get started with the teaching plan. Like in every lesson, welcome the students with a cheerful smile and say Assalamu alaikum. Ask them to sit and say, how are you? Introduce the topic of learning and write 3 words, fire, sun, and heater on the board. Ask the students what is common about these 3 objects. If possible, you may show flashcards of the 3 objects and ask the same question. Help the students answer by giving them hints. Explain that all of these objects give us heat, which is a form of energy. Ask the students how heat is useful for us. As an activity, write the names of a few things on the board and say these names aloud. Ask the students to tell whether these things give off heat. Objects could be a cup of tea, a table, a cooking pot when cooking, a glass of water, a lit matchstick. You may ask the students to come up on the board and write H for hot and N for not hot. To demonstrate the concept of transfer of heat, arrange a cup of hot tea in the class and a steel spoon. Call a few volunteers on the front and tell them to touch the spoon. Ask them, is the spoon hot or cold? Then put the spoon in hot tea for a few minutes and take it out. Tell them to touch the spoon again and ask, does the spoon feel hot or cold? This will help the students learn that heat can be transferred from a hot object to a cold object if they are brought in contact. Read out aloud the paragraph explaining transfer of heat from the textbook or have a student do it for you. Rest of the students should follow in their own textbooks. Explain to the students that heat can also transfer through air or vacuum. To clarify the concept, ask the students which mediums the heat of sun passes through to reach us. Start describing the concept of temperature by asking these simple questions. How do you know when any of you has a fever? Do you touch your forehead to check if it is hot? Build upon the answers to explain that touching an object is an easy way to tell if an object is hot. Same can be done with food and other things. However, our hands cannot tell exactly how hot an object is. Therefore, we need a device called thermometer. Bring in a few thermometers in the class if possible. Show the scale and marks on it. Describe that a thermometer has centigrade, Celsius, or Fahrenheit scales. Write C and F on the board to show them how temperature is written. As homework, you can ask the students to write 5 uses of heat in their notebooks. Thank you, Honorable Teacher, for your listening. Allah Hafiz.